What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of That Old Lacrosse Head. Today, we're checking out something special, something weird. It did not last very long. It's not even that old, but it's classic. It's the Brine Prophecy. Oh, look, it's got orange rubber fingers. Yay! So the Prophecy never really took off in terms of popularity. It's kind of a cool idea, an interesting design from Brine. They have these rubber fingers which really act as your sidewall. You can see there are no holes in the side, but there are holes at the end of each finger. One problem is if you try to really string a lower pocket or a channel pocket in here and pull it down tight, these fingers will come up. So you got to get a little creative. You got to come up with something a little bit different. But the Brine Prophecy is an excellent head. We're going to fix it up nice and stiff, give it back to a budding lacrosse star of tomorrow through CityLax after we throw a pocket in here. So we'll show you how that's done, how we do it, what that's going to look like. All right, we're back. Fixed up the Brine Prophecy, legendary, old, funky, funny, kind of silly head. Never took off. That doesn't mean we can't string a great pocket in it. That has happened. Here we go. College legal for today, using the fingers, a little black, a little orange, a little white. This is a piece of mark mesh. Orange cross lace used as sidewall, really complements the orange fingers nicely. You notice this pocket really is very defined. And the cool thing about that is that usually, because these heads are so wide, the pockets were usually really wide. It was hard to get a good channel. But I came up with a special knot, which is really not a knot at all, in the sidewall, which really cinches this mesh into the middle and creates a very, very tight channel. So as you can see, on that sidewall, I really have not gone and put any knots in the fingers. It just runs straight from this last knot right here. Right, this is the last part where we're locking the mesh down tight. Only pulled down 3 mesh rows. And then here we're just going through the mesh, through the finger, back through the mesh. And it really does a great job of pushing the mesh to the middle of the stick. Creates a very, very defined, very tight, very centered channel. Pocket came out great. It's really good. The ball rolls out pretty easily, but it's going to stay in there when you're cradling. This mark mesh is forming in nicely. It's going to retain its shape. Brine Prophecy ready to go. Ready to go. So it might look a little weird, might look a little different, but some kid for CityLax is going to get this. It's going to be a game changer. That's what we do. Fixing up old sticks, bringing them back to life, modern materials, or we reuse them. In this case, we had nothing, so modern materials is the way we went. Brine Prophecy, check it out. Boom. Came out great. Came out great. Better than I even thought it would. Enjoy. This is Connor Wilson for That Old Lacrosse Head. We'll see you next week. Dicing up another stick.